Welcome to Lesson 3 of Month 5. In this lesson we'll look at Windows Autopilot, Microsoft's way of taking a brand new device from the factory to a fully configured, user-ready PC without anyone building an image. For a Helpdesk team, this changes how you deploy machines, so let's see how it works. Let's start with the idea. Windows Autopilot is a cloud-driven way to set up brand new Windows devices. The goal is zero-touch provisioning. The device ships with a standard Windows install, the user powers it on, connects to the internet, and it turns itself into a fully configured corporate PC. It joins Entra ID, enrolls in Intune, and pulls down policies and apps. Ideally, you the technician never even open the box. The biggest win is saying goodbye to imaging. The old way was to build a custom Windows image, store it, and apply it to every machine, slow work that broke every time Windows updated. Autopilot flips that. You start from the manufacturer's factory operating system and let the cloud do the configuration. Fewer images to maintain, less time per device, and you can dropship laptops straight to your users. Before any of that magic happens, Autopilot has to recognize the device. It must be registered to your tenant. Registration is keyed on the hardware hash, sometimes called the hardware ID, which is a value derived from the device's hardware. The smoothest path is for the OEM or reseller to register it at the time of purchase. If that didn't happen, you can collect the hash from the device yourself and import it into Intune. Here's how you grab the hash yourself. In an elevated PowerShell window, you install the script called Get Windows Autopilot Info, then run it with an output file parameter pointing to a CSV. The script writes the hardware hash into that CSV file. You then upload the CSV into Intune, and the device shows up as an Autopilot device, ready to be assigned a profile. Next comes the deployment profile. Think of a profile as the rulebook for how a device gets configured. It sets the join type, Entra joined or hybrid joined, the device naming convention, which out-of-box screens to show or hide, and the deployment mode. You build the profile once, assign it to a group, and then any registered device that lands in that group picks it up automatically. No per-device fiddling. There are two main modes, and the difference is simple. Does a user sign in during setup? In user-driven mode, the end user signs in with their work account, and the device gets provisioned and assigned to that person. That's your everyday staff laptop. In self-deploying mode, nobody signs in, the device configures itself end-to-end. That's what you use for kiosks, digital signage, and shared devices that don't belong to one owner. When the device first boots, the user sees the out-of-box experience, or OOBE, the familiar Windows setup screens. Autopilot tailors those screens based on the profile, then hands off to the Enrollment Status Page, the ESP. The ESP shows provisioning progress and, importantly, it can block the user from reaching the desktop until your required apps, certificates, and policies are installed. That stops people from starting work on a half-built machine. Let's see where all of this lives. In the Intune Admin Center, go to Devices, then Enrollment, then Windows. Under the Windows Autopilot area you'll find Devices, Deployment Profiles, and the Enrollment Status Page. From here you confirm a device is registered, create or edit a deployment profile, assign it to a group, and set how the ESP behaves. This one area ties the whole Autopilot flow together. Let's recap. Windows Autopilot delivers zero-touch provisioning, which means no more imaging. The flow is, register the device by its hardware hash, assign a deployment profile, choose user-driven or self-deploying mode, and let the Enrollment Status Page gate the out-of-box experience until everything is in place. For your task, go to the Intune Admin Center, open Devices, Enrollment, Windows, and review the Autopilot devices, deployment profiles, and enrollment status page sections. Then write 3 to 4 sentences describing how you'd take a brand new laptop from its box to a user's hands, naming the hardware hash registration, the deployment profile, the user-driven mode, and the role of the ESP during OOBE.